Hey Tony fans, as most of us work these days, moms and dads, when you get home you're very tired. And a lot of times you just want something quick and easy for dinner. My little boy must have been hungry. This is what's left of 2 sandwiches and 2 hash browns.
Tony and Big Tony, join the family. Tony and Big Tony, join the family. There's Tony and Wanda and Big Tony too. We make our videos just for you. Tony and Big Tony, join the family. Tony and Big Tony, join the family.
Well, tonight we're making Philly steak sandwiches. Philly steak and cheese. I always use you got this kind, you just send me in a black box, and to me they taste the same. I think it's just different name brands, but they're both good. So I always like to take and we add peppers and onions to ours. So I've already got my butter in my pan, is ready to go. So I'm going to saute my I'm going to saute my onions and peppers. That'll be smelling good in a few minutes. We'll make some Philly steak and cheese sandwiches, or subs I guess. And then we're going to have some fried potatoes and onions. So once we get our onions and peppers sauteed, I'll add the meat. And now the meat comes in, the meat is kind of a big one, and it says not to break it up, but I like to break it up because we make Philly sandwiches out of ours. Okay, we've got our onions and peppers. I'll saute a little bit of butter. So I'm going to put in my steak. Again, like I said, I like to tear mine. We like to make huggy sandwiches with it, or subs, or whatever you want to call it. So I just put it in here with my onions and peppers. And little Tony doesn't like the onions and peppers, of course, so I cook him some. Without onions and peppers. You like the onions and peppers. One thing about cooking this steak, do not use oil. The first time I cooked the steak, I used oil. The first couple of times I used oil, and it made me really sick. And I realized that it makes its own oil grease. So, matter of fact, when you get through, you have to drain it. We got a little while before we get there. So right now we're just getting started. So just put it in there with onions and peppers that you've already sauteed. You can just, I get my steakings from Walmart because they seem to be cheaper at Walmart, but you can get them just about any grocery store. Like I said, there's one in the red box and one in the black box, and I really can't tell the difference. I think it's just different name brands. I usually just get the ones that's cheaper. I think our oil is ready for our potatoes and onions. We'll put those in the mix. Let it down a little bit, and we're going to cover those. Fry potatoes and onions and burn them just a little bit. Good. I don't have that many potatoes. I just actually peeled some the other night and peeled too many, and I didn't want to throw them away, so I put them in the refrigerator in some water and saved them till now for tonight. Now once I'm going to cook some, it's Great Value, a Walmart brand, of course, and they taste just as good as the restaurant kind. I put them in, our oven's already heated to 425, and I like to cook mine a little bit longer because we like ours crispy. So I put them in there and kind of judge the time, and when they start getting crispy, I turn them over and just kind of use my own judgment as to how long I want to cook them. And again, Tommy doesn't like the onions and peppers. Alright, those onions and peppers are smelling good. Now our steak is done. I should have started potatoes before I started the steak, but I didn't. But the steak is done. I've already taken it up. So we're gonna, like I said, take my advice. You do want to drain it. Do not add oil, and I said because it made me sick the first couple of times. So you do want to drain it, like I said. So we're gonna let that drain drain for a few minutes. Now, once it drains, I like to add a little bit of Lowry seasoning salt to ours. But I let it, Lowry's, we use a lot of Lowry's. We use Lowry's in everything. But be careful though, because it is a seasoning salt and it's very easy to get it too salty. But first, I'm going to let it drain and cool off a little bit before I try to add the Lowry's. And now we're waiting on the potatoes, and I got my hash browns in the oven. Okay, everything is done. Philly steak and cheese with onions and peppers. Like I said, a little bit of Lowry's. We prefer Lowry's, but you can use whatever kind of season you want to. And of course, lemon onions doesn't have any onions or peppers in them. And the fried onions and potatoes, those look really good. And not that I taste them or anything, but they probably taste real good too. And the hash browns, like I said, we like ours a little bit crispy, so I cook them a little bit longer. Now, let's make a plate and see what it tastes like. There were different steak rolls out there, but we prefer the Pepperidge Farm Huggy rolls. They're not split on the top, they're split on the side, so the whole sandwich doesn't come apart. And they're very good. Sesame seeds. I like my cheese melted, so I just take it and put my steak on a plate, put a little bit of cheese on it, put it in the microwave for probably 25-30 seconds. Now I heat the bun and the steak and cheese up separately so the bun doesn't get too hard. So be very careful when you're trying to transfer the steak onto your sandwich so you don't burn yourself. Of course, it's a little man's, like I said, no peppers and no onions. So he don't care for the onions and potatoes, so he's gonna need a hash brown. Like I said, you want to be real careful transferring this steak onto your bun because it's kind of hot. But I like my cheese melted. And mine's a little bit bigger than Little Tony's. I think my appetite might be a little bit bigger than his. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Now get a little bit of potatoes and onions, and get a hash brown, and that looks good. Philly steak and cheese, like I said, very simple.
Okay, Turner fam, now we're going to take a bite of our Philly steak. Here we go.
Don't forget cheese.
That's delicious. So I hope you liked this video of us cooking Philly steak. If you'd like to, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell. And until next time, be blessed.
My little boy must have been hungry. This is what's left of 2 sandwiches and 2 hash browns. I'm so glad he's enjoying it.